Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to...
Has a pop! And what a start!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's being played forward. And he's there to hoof it away. Tries lifting it over. Sterling, he's had a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though. Chelsea have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Now it's Sterling. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Lovely feet. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Fence has got rid of that. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. He can get that clear. How about a shot? Could be has a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Deftly done. Tete tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
He's got it on the right now. What's on? Pedro Neto. Plenty waiting in the middle, and they've been caught out here. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Fulham cannot keep hold of the ball. Great challenge, time to perfection. Hoists it forward. What an adventurous run from a defender. And it's hoisted clear. Over to the left. Hit into the mid. Header! And out to safety. He's gone for it! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Needed a better pass there. He's left his man. Oh, real danger here. Has a hit! And it's played forward. Pedro Neto spreads it towards the left. Hits one! And that's been levered clear. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Fulham come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Fulham going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Tete. And now they can launch a counter. Back into the middle. Tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Sterling. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
He's tried one. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Forward it goes. Looks to clip it forward. Defending of the desperate variety. Plays a clever pass. It'll be a throw-in.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Attempts to play it through. Cleared away. Chelsea get it back again.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Iwobi.
Fulham probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Oh, really good feet from him. Aimed into... Massive leap! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Battles to win it back. Almost there, and the players can feel it. And that is that. Fulham hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why would they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture-perfect for a game of this nature. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed.
He's had a shot! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Played it short. Looking for a decent ball in. Gets up to head it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Whipped in. Rodri. Tries to swing it in. Florenzi goes looking. And it's Rabiot. Has a pop! That's a half-decent try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Rabiot. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. And here's Morata. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Oh, really good feet from him. Goes for the cross. Timely intervention. He's coming on the right now. What's on? Attempts to play it through. That looks a good ball. Hoists it forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Modric. It's Modric! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Modric is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Milan with another corner. Modric goes short, played into the middle, knocks it away. He's through the middle. He's made sure that that won't get through. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Of endeavour from either side, not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, those longer balls forward are definitely having more of an impact, something that should have...
He hits it! Coaxed through there. He's got away. And that's a throw-in. Rabiot turns and goes back. Rodri. And it's played forward. Score not really a true reflection of what's been a pretty open game. Rodri. He's got the ball glued to his feet. He'll hit it!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And he's there to clear it. Lobs it in gently. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Finds it. And the whistle goes for half-time. So the other team has broken through. That's certainly not what they wanted trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Milan head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. But the action has already resumed here.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Defence has got rid of that. Goes for it! It's broken loose! Goes for goal! Just off target.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Rabiot. Forward it goes. Rabiot. And it's Modric. Modric plays it out to the wing. Gets it into the middle. Only partially clear. Oh, real danger here. Rabiot. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Tries to get it forward quickly. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's been taken short. Morata pumps it into the area. They've played it short. Away from immediate danger. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Rabiot. And it's played forward. Dinks one in. Rabiot with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Battles to win it back. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Rabiot not easily shrugged off the ball. It's a loose ball. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Hits one! Just a whisker away. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Just brushed off the ball there. Rodri. And here's Morata. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And out to safety.
Spain merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Florenzi. Rabiot. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
There's a pop! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level. It's intriguingly poised for me, and players are thinking, well, should we stay or should we go? I'd like to think fortune favours the brave, and I'm urging them to be bold and go for it.
Looks to thread it through. That'll be a corner. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Aimed in towards massive leap! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
cut out in the nick of time.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Fabian Ruiz hits that long.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Well, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Rodri.
There's only one word for this, it's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
Fabian Ruiz. And there goes the final whistle. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Certainly this is an arena which will satisfy those who enjoy their architectural design and style. The Allianz Parquet here in Sao Paulo. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Luc de Jong. It's found its way to him. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Porto take the early advantage. Sterling. Receives it in a good position. He's there. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. 2 up, 2 easy. How many more to come? Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And he's going long.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
And it's Luc de Jong. Good ball. Just brushed off the ball there.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. And the shot! And it's played forward. Now it's Luc de Jong. Looks to thread it through. And it's got through. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. It's come loose. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. And he just whacks it away. He's gone for it! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Plays it out to the flank. Knocks it away. Pings it out wide. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. He wasn't very far from making something happen. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Pedro Neto. Perez tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Luke de Jong. It's Luke de Jong! And here's Sterling. Keeps everyone guessing. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Forward it goes. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Sterling. Oh, he's broken. Sterling!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Hit into the middle. And he just whacks it away. We've reached half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Chelsea were desperate for the half-time whistle. A regroup and a rethink is imperative to rescue this.
And we're off again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Gets it into the middle.
Porto making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? He's made sure that that won't get through. Hoists it forward. And that has put paid to that. Perez.
We've got to see a real determination and purpose now if this deficit is to be recovered. No holding back and being patient about this challenge. It's time to roll the sleeves up and go for it.
Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto clips one through. Has a pop! A real chance to break.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Perez plays it forward. Pedro Neto. And try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Looks to bypass the midfield. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. And there's a long ball. Great lead! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
And it's been taken short. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Chelsea awarded another corner. Pedro Neto with the short one. That's good defending, very good defending. Could be a chance. Hits one! He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And it's Sterling. Sticks in a foot to win it back. Gets on, hits one! It's anyone's ball. And they've been caught out here. There's a pop! You can get that clear. Gets it back. What a ball, this going for goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
And he could have eased the pressure on his team by taking them within one of an equaliser.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Oh, sweet feet. That's gone a long way up and away. But there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts because he has put in a real honest shift.
Has a hit! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, that's great awareness. Full marks to him as he was just that bit quicker than everyone else on the follow-up.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Chelsea get themselves back into contention.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between it.
Shapes to shoot! Nice to get it forward quickly.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
And, oh, that's too long.
Chelsea need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
cuts it out. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, a full-blooded contest, both teams had their moments, but they are beaten by the odd goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Chelsea lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great.
Goes for goal! It's gone a long way up and away. And it's been taken straight back. De Jong goes through the middle. Plays it out to the wing. And the counter is on. Grealish. He's got the ball glued to his feet. So who's he picking out? Grealish delivers. Gets up to head it! He's missed, but not by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Shot, hits one! Hoists it forward. Luke De Jong. And the weighted pass. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Keeper sends it forward. Well played, he saw that coming.
Porto have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that goes for goal! Oh, the ball's come loose. Has a hit! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And that's been levered clear. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Tries to dink it in. There will be a throw-in. Grealish! So we have our breakthrough.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Moves it over to the other flank. And it's played forward. And they've been given a corner. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Put paid to a promising move. He gets past his man. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's got rid of that. And here's Vasquez. Forward it goes. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Oh, that is lovely footwork. He's gone for it! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Shot a goal! It's in! And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
It's pulsating, it's absorbing, and it's hugely entertaining. Every single player is giving everything.
And it's Vasquez. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Lovely bit of skill there. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Referee has just said play on. Chip through. Idrissa Gueye tries to stroke it through. And it's played forward. Luke de Jong. He spotted the run and played him through. And that has been cleared. And here's the chance to counter. Greenish goes up and over. Turns a chance! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class weight.
Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. Hoists it forward, dashing forward at pace.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. A real chance to break. In comes the cross. And it's going to be the final action of the first half. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And the game has already resumed here. Big chance, corner. Play, and it is a goal kick. Perez tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Luke de Jong. Tries a shot! Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. And now they can launch a counter. Grealish. Hoists it forward. Chance to break. And he's going long. There really wasn't very much in that. Far away from being a telling final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but...
And the shot!
Oh, I like the little feint he came up with to produce the effort. Very, very tidy.
Time for a change in personnel. And it's Vasquez. Breaks on here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's played forward. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Shapes to shoot. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
Caught offside that time. Porto making another change here. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Just brushed off the ball there. Grealish. Good ball. He's gone for it! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Porto making consecutive changes here. Forward it goes. Plays it out to the flank. Grealish. Oh, sweet feet. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Played out to the right. Up to meet it! He has done it! And they get themselves in front!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Everton get themselves into the lead. Wrestled off the ball, made towards the front men. Now a chance to break. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's left his man. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And here's Vasquez. Gets it back.
Everton are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Idrissa Gueye with a long pass. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. That's good distance on it. And that's a throw. Can he deliver? Defending of the desperate variety. And they've got it back as Grealish! Should have put that one away.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Coaxed through there. Look at the defender bombing forward. And that's been levered clear.
Porto are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
And it's played forward. Idrissa Gueye. Idrissa Gueye drives it forward. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Everton need to hold on for a few more moments. Luke de Jong. They are right into last chance territory. Nicely controlled. Real chance! Has a pop! The defence can get it clear. Played into the middle. Goalkeeper's ball. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Grealish. And it's Gueye. And that will be the final act. Everton win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it, perhaps a draw would have felt fairer. But that's the game, and they have won it at the margin. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Look, they've got to be happy with what they've produced here, because they showed plenty of industry, and I think they've ended up getting what they deserve.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Leno sends that a long way. Tarkowski, it's being played forward, cuts it out. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Jimenez plays it out to the wing. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Iwobi gets into some space. Keane tries to clear. Idrissa Gueye tries to get it forward quickly. He's brushed off the ball there. And it's Raul. Iwobi. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Looking to go deep. Oh, the clearance is short. Fulham are very keen on the aerial route.
Look, if you're good at it and instructed to carry on doing it, then you find a way of making it work, and they are.
Aimed in towards the centre. It's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Gets up to head it! Good delivery, no joy.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Out to the left it goes. A chance to play it in. Grealish delivers. Goes for it! And he's there to clear it. Vasquez. Idrissa Gueye drives it forward. And it's Grealish. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Vasquez. Tarkowski. Neither side yet able to find the net. And that's been levered clear. They've managed to get it away. There will be a throw-in. That's the end of that. It all started well enough. Grealish. Good save, he got a decent fist on that. Away from immediate danger. Hoists it forward. Iwobi with good energy in defence as well.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
And it's played forward. Forward it goes. A goal now would certainly liven things up. Ball's out on the left now. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. And here's Raul. Raul! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Forward it goes. Tarkowski. Keane tries to locate someone up front. Jimenez battles to win it back. Kenny. And here's Raul. Coaxed through there. And the first half is done. So the other team has broken through. But certainly not for the want of trying. Interesting game up to now, but still goals. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Defenders on the back foot. And it's Gay. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and
he's gone for it! And out to safety. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Vasquez hoists it forward. There's the delivery. Can he deliver? Gets the chance to cross.
well, we don't need to guess that they expect plenty of ball into the box.
Yeah, it's quite a crowd scene in the middle now.
Well, it's a situation that requires resilience now and plenty of fighting spirit. It has to be matched.
Goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Tarkowski. Keane tries to get it forward quickly. Fence has got rid of that. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And it's played forward. Iwobi looks to get on the end of this. Iwobi tries to get it forward quickly. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Kenny. Forward it goes. Iwobi. Fulham do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Kenny. Kenny gets it out to the wing. Oh, that's neat. Knocks one in. Cleared away.
Well, decisiveness has deserted them, Peter. They need precision, and it's sadly absent.
He's left his man. Coleman crosses it in. And that's been levered clear. Now a chance to break. Raul. Iwobi. Raul. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Fulham merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And it's Willian.
Fulham showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Coleman drives it forward.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Done very well to intervene.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Just 5 minutes left. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Fulham have to get it into the box and quickly. Gorgeous control there. Kearney gets it back. Kearney. Chance to shoot! And the whistle goes, so nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goalless. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.